45. Mad Design Green. Oh, turn one! Bryson Sweat gonna go for a half spin. That's gonna throw things off. These drivers will have to get back separated. Bryson Sweat gonna finally lay down a time of 19.941. Barber gonna be second fastest here on the board. Matt Evans gonna be next with a 22.692. Of those three drivers, Bryson Sweat in the S1 going to be quick with a 19.941. Up next on the racetrack, Gaffney, South Carolina native in the 54, Daniel Massie. Behind him going to be the J1 of Josiah Lucas out of Stanley, North Carolina. And behind them going to be Bradley Whitesides out of Duncan, South Carolina in the N2. And Daniel Massie put the quick time up on the board. Josiah Lucas, second fastest. Bradley Whiteside's fourth. Daniel Massie, a new driver on the top of the speed chart of a 19.405. He got it on lap number 2. Josiah Lucas bounces up to second quick with a 19.707. Bryson Sweat can be bumped back to the third position. Still a lot of cars to go. 28 cars signed in to take time. The next one, a heavy hitter out of Chester, South Carolina, the 7K of Brandon Kynard. Following him going to be the number 11 machine, Paul Irby out of Rock Hill, South Carolina. And in the 45, S out of Cherryville, going to be Scott Jones. Turn 2 nearly got hairy for Jones there in the 45. Big save in 1 and 2. Brandon Kynard, second fastest on the board. Paul Irby going to be third quick in the 11 car. Don't believe we've seen Irby run with us here at Cherokee this season. Glad to have him flying down the backstretch into turn 3. Can one of these drivers get to the pole? Daniel Massie going to hang on to the quick time here from a couple of heavy hitters. Final checkered flag going to fall towards Scott Jones. Up next at the Rutherford, North Carolina, the 1J of Chris Jackson. Following him going to be the 115. Waynesville, North Carolina's Junior Searcy, and the 8 machine of Travis Blackwell out of Spartanburg, South Carolina. Chris Jackson going to break into the top 5, fifth quick on that opening lap. Junior Searcy going to take that 5th spot away, though. That's going to move Jackson back to 6th. Travis Blackwell, 9th quick on his opening lap. Checkered flag out to these drivers. The Racing Richard, checkered flag. 2nd fastest, Chris Jackson with a 19.611. Travis Blackwell going to be 8th quick. Right now, your top 5, Daniel Massie with the quick time of a 19.405. Chris Jackson bounces from 6th to 2nd on his 2nd lap. Brandon Kennard in 3rd. Paul Irby, Josiah Lucas round out your top 5. Next driver to Rock Hill, South Carolina, Colt Gillum. Ready to see what he can do here on the racetrack. Following him, Christian Patterson at a Fort Mill, South Carolina in the 52. And the K-Town Clown, Nick Milstead at Kannapolis, North Carolina in the Neon 28. Oh, turn 1, Gillum gonna go around quickly, gonna draw the caution. Patterson gonna have to get it wowed down. The green flag back in the air, presented by Mad Designs. Patterson started off the season hot, a couple of victories back-to-back, has to feather the throttle in the middle of 1 and 2. Running that outside line. Oh, Nick Milstead thought he was going to put it into the outside wall. Hear him playing with the throttle well. Colt Gillum going to turn it around to 2nd quick there on his opening lap. What a lap there. Christian Patterson, 8th fastest. Not what he was hoping for the opening lap. Nick Milstead, 3rd quick on the board. We're seeing a lot of movement towards the top. Colt Gillum crosses the stripe. Stays 2nd fastest. Oh, Daniel Massie still holding on to the quick time. Colt Gillum goes 2nd quick. Nick Milstead in 3rd. Couple of heavy hitters there. Patterson not going to be happy with a 9th place qualifying position for the moment. Up next on the racetrack at Campobello, South Carolina, the number 4, Wally Fowler. Behind him going to be the number 4 machine of Jonathan Henson out of Lancaster, South Carolina. Here comes Fowler off of turn number 4. New quick time. Wally Fowler puts it to the top. And in turn 2, he's going to go for a spin. Well, that right there is one way to do it. Get the quick time. Spin it out in turn number 1, Wally Fowler. One of the legends around here in the Carolinas. Henson nearly brushing the outside wall. Here comes Isaiah Parker, opening lap for Parker, 4th fastest for the 15 machine at a Heat Springs, South Carolina. Oh, big bobble in turn 2. That's not what he's going to want. New quick time, Jonathan Henson to the top of the charts. A pair of 4 cars right now on the front row. As we have seen a little bit of action around the racetrack, lightning quick speed from Jonathan Henson, an 18.897, puts him the fastest driver here in qualifying thus far. Now, don't forget, folks, these drivers are going to work for it all night long. They want that $5,535. They're going to go heat racing here in just a little bit to determine the starting lineup for these features tonight. Still a good many drivers left to roll. Up next, looks like the 86 machine of John James at Elkin, North Carolina. That orange machine. The 81 car Mitchell Dickerson going to join him at Inman, South Carolina. And the 8H of Madison Hoots at a Tryon, North Carolina. Madison Hoots hanging it out wide. Oh, caution as John James has an issue in turn 4. Green flag into the air. Madison Hoots going to be 10th fastest. Believe Hoots was the quickest of that group. John James 16th quick. Mitchell Dickerson 18th quick. And 21 drivers have taken time in the top 5. Jonathan Henson, Wally Fowler, Daniel Massie, Colt Gillum, Isaiah Parker. Up next out of Lancaster, South Carolina, the 70 car of Josh Langley with the wall banger, Jesse Wall in the BB2. Following them going to be Blake Bentley out of Lyman, South Carolina. In the roofline, seamless gutters, number 12. Jesse Wall going to be 11th quick on his opening lap. Blake Bentley, second fastest on the board with a 19.172. The quick time race cars, can he do it? Checkered flag to Langley. Langley not going to be where he wants to be. 16th quick. Final time off of turn 4. Bentley has to settle for second. Blake Bentley in that roofline, seamless gutters, number 12. Second quick right there, Jonathan Henson. Still the only driver to hit the 18-second bracket with an 18.897. Bentley second quick with a 19.156. Up next onto the racetrack, final trio, Timmy Smith at a Greer, South Carolina in the 11S. David Lucas in the D1 at a Mount Holly, North Carolina. And Benji Whiteside in the 2. Timmy Smith, 5th fastest on his opening lap. Checkered flag at a fault of these drivers. David Lucas was 13th quick. Does he jump up? Yes, he does. 6th quick on the board. And that will do it. Jonathan Henson with a quick time of an 18.97.